Hello everyone, welcome to Reach Assembly. Hope you're all well and are enjoying your healthy living week. We obviously swapped over this week so that the lovely Mrs Hastings and Mrs Goodridge could record their assemblies to introduce Healthy Living Week. So today's assembly is linking in, and actually the things that we've been working on in Reach for this half term all links in with Healthy Living Week and being healthy, confident individuals. So everything that I've talked about today and everything that I've been talking about for the last 3 weeks are the things that you will be really focusing on during this week to help you just to develop a better understanding really of the benefits of staying healthy and keeping in a healthy lifestyle. So I'm going to start today by showing you a film clip just around reasons why we really need to be healthy.
What do humans need to stay healthy? Your body can do all kinds of things. But to keep it working at its best, you need to look after it by staying healthy. Being healthy helps make sure you feel good and means you're less likely to get sick. It helps you do more fun activities, and it may help you live longer too. So what can you do to be healthy? Well, you can eat a good balance of all kinds of food, including plenty of fresh vegetables and fruits. You can drink lots of water, and you can do lots of exercise to make your body stronger and fitter. Another way of staying healthy is good hygiene, which means keeping clean and washing off germs that can make you, or other people, ill. Some germs like to travel on your skin. Some will travel through the air. Others prefer dirty surfaces. But simple things like washing your hands before you eat and after you use the toilet will help stop germs getting inside you and making you ill. Last of all, you need plenty of sleep, because this is when your body recovers and grows, so you can do even more tomorrow.
So lots of aspects of keeping healthy there through that film clip, and you'll be talking about lots of that this week. But this morning, or this afternoon, wherever you are working, we're just going to think about considering our responsibility to be healthy and to enjoy ourselves at the same time, with a particular focus on being physically active and exercise. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the differences between those two things as we go through this assembly. Before we go on to that though, I'm just going to have a look and recap on last week's assembly where we talked about having water bottles in our classrooms and the importance of keeping hydrated and drinking water all the time. I've seen quite a few people around and about. I know that my school counsellors have been busy counting water bottles in the classroom and I asked the teachers to very kindly update the water bottle charts that were in the Reach Assembly folder. So thank you to those of you that have done that. Some of them still need to be updated, but let's just have a little look for a minute. And actually, I'm really impressed with this St Andrews. Lots and lots of children in the classes have bought water bottles in. The numbers are looking really good. My challenge to you now, though, is I'm going to revisit this again next week, and let's just see if we can improve that even more, and even more children can bring their water bottles into the classrooms. As you can see in this one, 1am in foundation phase had the most water bottles. Diane, 1am, really proud of you. And moving into key stage 2, I can see that Mrs. Thomas Miss Thomas had a little chat with her, sent me an email just to say that she's done 2 counts this week, and well done 5KT, because actually they were 27 the first day and then you improved on that and then they were 29 the next day. And I can see that year 5 have been rocking the water bottles this week. Brilliant. 29 in both 5KT and 5RK and 28 in 5ED. So absolutely brilliant. Well done, guys. Really proud of you. Just make sure you keep drinking that water now, okay? Okay, so today we're going to look at exercise, as I said, and being physically active. And we're going to start with a quiz. So get those quiz brains ready, everybody. Let's have a look at the first question. And this is a multiple choice quiz. And your first question is, how many days a week should you try to do physical activity? How many days a week? There are your options, A, B, C, and D. Is it 1 day a week, 5 days a week, 7 days a week, or 3 days a week? Now, this is a recommended amount. I'm going to give you 2 minutes, have a chat. Can you think? Let's have a look at the answer. It's 5 days a week. That is the recommended amount. That doesn't mean to say you could do more or less. And actually, the wording in this isn't quite right, St Andrews, because exercise is what should be done 5 days a week. To be physically active doesn't necessarily mean you're doing a form of exercise. Being physically active is making sure that you don't sit around all day long. It's making sure you walk to places rather than go in the car. It's making sure that you play. It's making sure that you have fun with friends on the playground. It's all sorts of things, and that can be done every single day. But exercise, a particular exercise, which we're going to talk about in a second, the recommended amount of time for that is 5 days a week, and preferably about 20 minutes at a time. What kind of exercise should you do? Have a little talk about this one. Is it swimming? Is it running? Is it football? Or is it any sort of exercise as long as you are doing it? That's right. Any sort of exercise as long as you're doing something is recommended, and preferably something that you enjoy because it makes things so much easier. Okay, so my next question is, what type of activities should you do? Watching TV, lying on your bed, playing on the computer, or anything that gets the whole body moving? I think we know the answer to this one, don't we? Anything that gets the whole body moving is good physical activity and good for exercise, particularly if you're doing it at a faster pace. Okay, this is quite a tricky one now. So how should you feel after you've done your exercise? Should you feel completely exhausted and not able to stand up? Should you feel absolutely fine? Bring it on. Should you be a little bit out of breath but be able to recover? Or should you feel like eating a huge meal and several bars of chocolate? What do you think you need to be like when you've finished your exercise? That's right, a bit out of breath but still able to recover. The reason being, if you can't be absolutely exhausted and unable to stand, because you wouldn't be able to carry on or to have your next day's worth of exercise. And if you feel fine, then you haven't worked your body hard enough, okay? So a bit out of breath, but able to recover is usually a good sign that you've done enough exercise and you've done it properly. So there's some pictures here of some different types of exercise that you could do in school and out of school. And I know that Jenkins Base have just completed 3 full weeks of swimming, in which they've done a marvellous job. Really brilliant, and had a good 45 minutes in the pool. So they've definitely been getting daily exercise there. We've got some other equipment in school. We've got balls, we've got skipping ropes. Other things you can see there. Just have a little talk, pause this video for a second and have a chat about exercises that you do or that you could possibly do inside and outside of school. Just share that with your class for me. So exercise doesn't have to be the only only one type of activity. We can all find exercises that we enjoy. And it has been proved that involvement in physical exercise helps us to think more clearly and encourages a healthy mind. So exercise isn't just about moving your body and getting your muscles strong. It makes your heart stronger, which in turn can keep you healthy. And it helps you to avoid all those nasty bugs and things. It also has a big impact on your brain, and lots of what we've talked about and what we've done is about growing our brain, but your brain is actually a muscle, so you can grow it with knowledge, but you can also keep it strong by exercising, and actually exercise can help you with your concentration and your working class. All very good for you. Happiness and health are very closely linked, and that's what we're talking about and why we're talking about it as part of our REACH curriculum. So I'm not going to play this now, but these links are on my PowerPoint. It'd be really good if you can have a look at these links during the week, and you can probably find a whole host of better links or more links, different links that you might like better. But just have a little look, and maybe you want to do some of these in your classroom each day, not just this week, not just during H for Healthy and Happy term, but throughout the year as well. Maybe there's something you can agree on as a class of something that you could maybe introduce into your daily routine. I know that Mrs. Hastings has talked a lot about the Daily Mile and might be thinking about that. But as a class, you might choose that you want to do something different. I've looked through these and some other bits and pieces. Zumba Kids is actually one I really like. I think it looks like great fun. So have some fun with that, and try and incorporate that into your daily routine if you can. Okay, St Andrews, just a little bit of time for reflection. And I know you've talked about, as a class now, what you do in school and out of school to get healthy, to get some exercise and to keep physically active. I just want you to have a quiet minute to reflect and think about, if you don't do exercise, what could you do that's going to be manageable, that you can do a little bit each day or for 5 days a week, maybe on school days. What sort of exercises would you like to do? What's manageable? What could you do? As an adult, I know it's quite tricky to get exercise and fit it into your routine, so it's really important that you choose something that you really enjoy and that you can do quite easily as part of your everyday routines. Okay, let's say our prayer together. Diolch I ti am I byd. Diolch am ein ffrindiau I gyd. Amen. So that's all from me today. Next week, I believe, is our last REACH Assembly, because the week after that, we're going to have something a little bit different. So I hope you enjoy your Healthy Living Week this week. Good luck to you all in Sports Day. I'm really looking forward to seeing which house wins with their house points this week. Don't forget, there's all the competitions to be involved in. There's daily challenges and there is the homework competition. I hope you enjoy having fun and getting involved in everything this week. I'm looking forward to seeing all the activities you're up to on Twitter, and hopefully we'll be able to see them whilst I'm around and about as well. So diolch yn fawr everybody. I'll speak to you very soon and have a lovely week. Ta bo chi.